lọ sáàkì, mo fẹ́ lọ rọ́jọ̀gbọ́n o. Mo ń lọ s'Abeokuta, mo fẹ́ lọ rí.
Welcome to Abeokuta.
Abeokuta.
To another episode on our Know Your Neighborhood series. Now, in today's episode, I have taken you guys all the way to Abeokuta, one of the most beautiful cities that we have in Nigeria, in Africa, precisely Ogun State. So I want you to sit back and relax because I will be taking you guys on a journey of history. Yes. History of how Abeokuta became Abeokuta, and where it all began is where I am currently standing. Ladies and gentlemen, the beautiful ancient Olumo Rock. So let me say to you, Ekabo. That's how they greet you when you come into Abeokuta. For you guys to know the story behind this Olumo Rock and how Abeokuta began, you will have to sit back and watch the video to the very end. Now, for some of you who probably you're from Abeokuta, you are Omo Egba proper, or you went to school in here, or probably you have one thing or the other to do with Abeokuta. Trust me, I know that you have heard this story, but maybe you've not heard it how it's going to be told to you today. So there's no harm in rehearing the ancient history or rewatching what we got here in Abeokuta. I know for some of you it's been a while, and I'm here to joke with your memory. That's what the Know Your Neighborhood series is. I told you guys that it's not limited to Lagos alone. You never can tell when I'm going to be coming to your own city or maybe your own village and hey, bring you the memories of probably your childhood or what it is when you were an adult or when you're still an adult, whatever the case may be. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to come with me to go climb this ancient rock and let's hear the history that makes this entire building that you can see called Abeokuta. So my Egba people, if you're watching me, oh yeah, put it in the comment section. Hey, Egba Omolusha B. Hey, yeah, identify yourself in the comment section. And hey, even if you're not from Abeokuta, you're from any part of Ogun State, oh yeah, shout out to you in the comment section. Identify yourself if you're from Ogun State proper. So ladies and gentlemen, come along with me. Let's go take these steps. Let's go count these steps. And I will see you guys at the end of the what? At the end of the video.
My name is Ayoban, and I will be your tour guide on this tour. And to start with the story, this morning. You're on the first level of Olumo Rock.
Okay.
The first level of the rock. Olumo Rock is in 3 stages.
Okay.
From the base of the rock to the first landing scape, you have climbed 120 stairs to come this far. And I'm sure you are fit to climb to the topmost part in Olumo Rock.
Are we?
It's an assurance. It's not a prayer.
Okay.
So the first level of Olumo Rock is called Lishabi Garden. Lishabi Garden is named after one of our past warriors called Lishabi Agbungbakala. Lishabi fought for Egba to gain their freedoms from Old Oyo Empire. It is a natural garden set aside for people to take relaxation after climbing the first level of the rock. Also at this spot,
That's it.
even here, as we are standing, we are relaxing.
Yeah.
So also at the spot, we have 2 trees that we can swear talk about. The first one is Dogoyaro tree. This is it here.
Yeah.
English call it name tree. It botanically is as Adirata indica. If you get from the leaf of the tree and cook cassava and drink, it cures malaria. And if you cook it as herb and drink, yeah, the leaf. If you boil it very well. Also, if you trim from a stick, like a chewing stick, it clear bad breath from mouth. The name of the tree is derived from an Hausa face, which means tall boy, Dogo Yaro. This is a flamboyant tree. Yes, its botanic is Dilonis regia. It produces those red flower. That's proud of Barbados. It also produces some lumpo. Look at the branches. If you get from those pods that have some seed inside it, when you tap or shake, it gives a kind of sound sheke sheke. That was where the Yoruba derived its name from. That's why we call it pansheke in the Yoruba land. Yes, this tree dominates the area. This tree dominates the area then. So it serves as a natural musical tool for traditional dancers, nursing mother to play with. When we go up on the rock, we are going to turn around and visit all historical places. There are some shrines and worshippers around the Olumo Rock. They are not harmful. They are here to showcase our cultural and traditional heritage. I wish you a pleasant trip as we rock. Ekabo. Okay, yeah.
Let's go.
137 meters. The people refer to the rock as Olumo Abelowo, Abelomo, Abeloro, Asadi Muluegba, meaning a date you can pray through for wealth, children, and every other good things in life. There are 4 traditional rulers in Abeokuta, according to the 4 quarters of Egba land. The Alake of Egba land, that is the paramount ruler of this town, Oshile of Okiono, Agura of Bagura, and Olowo of Uwu. I'll tell that again, Alake of Egba land, the paramount ruler of Egba land, Oshile of Okiono, Agura of Bagura, and Olowo of Uwu. I don't know if you have any question before we move on to the next historical point.
So when you say that we have 4 paramount rulers, so
4 traditional
rulers.
Yeah.
So do they all rule in Abeokuta?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
Egba is of 4 quarters. Okay. We have Egba Ake, Egba Okiono, Egba Gbagura, and Egba Uwu. All of these quarters have their kings. Yes, they are of the first class Oba, but Alake was chosen to be the paramount ruler.
So where is Alake ruling?
Alake rule all over the entire Egba land. Egba is of 4 quarters.
Okay.
Ake, we have Egba Ake, Egba Okiono, Egba Gbagura, Egba Uwu. But amidst the 4, Alake was chosen to be the paramount ruler of Egba land.
Egba of the Egba land.
Yeah.
Alake
of Egba land. Yeah.
Oh.
Others,
so have others ruling the other
according to their quarters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. So is it that what the Alake of Egba says is, of course?
Sure.
Oh, nice. Okay, thank you. Anybody with question?
We move.
Okay, let's go to the next point.
Please be careful. I welcome you to the cave.
Okay.
The cave was where the people of Egba took refuge during an intertribal wars. And the stripping water from this side is tagged the medicinal water of Olumo Rock. Medicinal water of the rock. Whenever the water is coming out like this, traditional believers always come to pick from the drop of the water.
Okay.
And they claim it cures so many ailments in body. The grave of Chief Sonny. Chief Sonny was DOC of Itoko during his lifetime. Olumo Rock is found between two communities. Okay. The entry point of the rock is called the Kija, while the backside of Olumo Rock is called the Toko community. Okay. And this is a chieftaincy title in a Yoruba land. The chieftaincy title of someone that sits at the left of the king in palace, as we have the Otunba and Osioba. A two-top position to the king. According to the custom and tradition of Yorubas, when the chief died, they buried the chief either at the front, at the back, or at his bedroom. He must never be taken to a cemetery. That was why he was buried there. And this is the family house of Chief Sonny. This very one is dilapidating, but the other building in the compound, the man dies on the 23rd of January, 1956. 20 years after his death, government took over this place as a tourist site. That was why government decided to fence the family out so that they will not be messing up with the tourists. They hide out. The people of Egba took refuge during an intertribal wars. There was a time in 1830, the people of Egba were under old Oyo Empire. They want freedoms and where to settle. That was why they consulted Ifa Areku for lead.
Ifa?
Yes.
Ifa?
Okay. Ifa instructed the Egba to come and settle there. On their way coming down, they met a man on the road. The name of the man is called Adagba. Adagba was a great hunter farmer. He was the one that discovered Olumo Rock during his hunting process. During those periods, the entire city of Abeokuta was a thick forest. Only the powerful ones and the warriors that come around here to do anything and return back home alive. But when Ifa instructed them to come down, Shodeke, who was one of the founding fathers of Egba land, brought them down here. And they were here for years. During their stay, they took the natural suspension shape of the rock advantage and built their rooms. The rock served as the roof while they built their rooms. They built 5 rooms while they were here. 4 of the rooms had collapsed, it remains only 1. That was where they kept wives and children. Men, warriors will surround the rock so that the enemy will not gain access to where they kept their families. When you move into the cave, you will see 6 holes on the surface of the rock. That was where they do their grindings. Like we use blenders now, we call it Oluata in the Yoruba land. The process of the grindings make the holes deep to what we have right there. After the war in 1833, the people of Egba asked from Ifa Areku, maybe they should leave this place to go back to where they came from. Ifa told them to keep on dwelling here, that this is where God has put an end to their problems. Wow. And that's how they derived the name to the rock, Olufimo. Ibi tí Olúwa fi ogun wàhálà àti ìdààmú ayé wa mọ̀ sí, Olufimo. But people later shortened it to Olumo to gain a very short word. Another meaning to Olumo, Olu in the Yoruba land means God, that's God Almighty. Mo means mode or molded. The people then believe that God benevolently molded the rock for them so that they can take their refuge under it. Olúwa ló mọ̀ fún wa láti fi ṣe bisadi kúrò lọ́wọ́ ọ̀tá. God molded the rock for our refuge. So when the people of Egba came out from here, others were asking them of their whereabouts, and they told them we hid ourselves under the rock. Under the rock or beneath the rock in Yoruba means Abeokuta. And that was how the name got changed from Egba, and they started referring to them as Olumo Abeokuta. Also, the popular city of Abeokuta started from here. So if you have been anywhere around the town and you have not visited here, you haven't been to Abeokuta. So officially, I'm welcoming you to original Abeokuta.
Welcome to Abeokuta.
So do you have questions?
So my question is, how many do we have the data of how many years they stay here?
They were here basically for 3 years.
Oh, okay.
Because it was war period. So during the war, some were not able to get to this place. But when they went there, they came to live together as a community. And they started having the opportunity of building their separate houses around. That's why when we get to the topmost part, you will see more rusty roof within this vicinity.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay.
Let's go under the rock. They only took the advantage of the shape and built their rooms. While they were here, they built 5 of these.
Okay.
These are the sign of the fallen rooms. That was where they kept wives and children during the war period.
And then the warriors were outside.
Yes. And all this you are seeing, that was where they do their grandings, Oluwata. Then if you look up from wherever you are, you see you under the rock. That is simple meaning of Abeokuta, under the rock. So you can stay closer to this. Then you take a shot from outside.
Oh, okay.
So over there we have the traditional worshippers.
Okay.
Those are the descendants of the early settlers of the rock.
Okay.
Let's move it.
All right. So let's go.
With water storage and preservation. Water pour in this pot is as cold as water from the refrigerator always. But this one has been cemented for proper preservation because it was one of those pots they used back then since 18th century. Let's move. These are the traditional chambers. Those are worship, they are part of museum that reveal our cultural and traditional heritage. And people do come to them for consultation. Okay. This is a crown tree. Okay. Yoruba call it Igi Akoko. Okay. Igi Akoko. If a king has to be installed or they want to make a chieftaincy title in the Yoruba land, they pluck from Iwe Akoko to crown king or to make a chieftaincy title. They hang it at the corner of the head. It symbolizes royalty. But this very one is mainly used for the paramount ruler of this town, Alake of Egbaland, only for him. And the tree has been growing there for over 250 years. Wow. It does not grow tall more than this. Yep. Then that was a poster reflecting the previous Olumo. She died at the age of 137 years.
Wow.
About 2 years ago. So the current Olumo is 96 years of age.
Wow. Yep. Wow. So it looks like Egba people have a long lifespan, right?
I mean, they have a deity they worship. They call it Orisha Igu. Igu, longevity. Ooh. So they believe the more they worship from the deity, the longer they live. Yep. Oh. So those are the signs of their long life.
Okay, only in the
bed.
So every other thing is So those family people, they can come in from here?
Yes. In eastern Nigeria, they call it Afon Apunwa. In the northern part, they call it Kuka. Here in southwest, we call it Igioshe. It botanica is Sonia digitata in the northern Nigeria.
This is
Kuka, Lurusu. Yeah. So it's when you come to Yoruba, is that traditional believers always come on there to pray for protections. There's an adage in the Yoruba land that goes thus. One for do ikapa. Apa okapa, wọ́n do ìka igi òṣè, apa okòṣè, wọ́n do ìka kànga kò ṣe é bínú kó sí. Meaning there's no way you can wrap your arm around it. That's why traditional believers always come here for prayers. So apa tó ń rà ni pé ipa tó ń pa òṣè, ara ló fi ń sàn. The more they peel from the back,
it gets bigger.
Yeah, it gets bigger. So I pray in the name of Almighty God, God will continue to be our guide.
Amen.
royal symbol of the past warriors, those that fought for Egba to gain their freedom. Back then, there were no pictures to remember faces. That's why they used to mold a memorial sculpture, or they do a wood carving in the faces of the warlord. And the white shell you are seeing there, that type of money spent in building this, we call it cowrie shell, Uwejo, in the Yoruba land. But now they know it for a far consultation and traditional decorations. The ancient route to the peak of Olumo Rock. Before modernization, that was the only means of going up the rock. The ancient route is a natural passage used by the warriors to access the peak. Tourists are still going this way, highly adventuring, so interesting. In an alternative to return, there's an alternative stairs over there. So at this point, I want to advise we go up this way, then return through the stairs so that you see the beauty of nature, then you feel adventure. Let's go rock. Up we go. Where are you from? Gallant. So this is the topmost part. The topmost part in Olumo Rock.
Yeah.
From here you can view almost everywhere in Abeokuta. The height of Olumo Rock is 137 meters above sea level, about 499 feet. Let's figure out some important places around the time. If you check from this side, we have the first church in Nigeria.
The first church.
Yep. Cathedral Church of St. Peter, Abeokuta. The church was built in 1844 by Henry Townsend. Cathedral Church of St. Peter, built in 1844 by Henry Townsend. Look at that rock with the line building. If you look away from it, there's a structure with a pinnacle. That's the church. Then to this side, we have a long transmitter mast, the very longest pole. That's the transmitter mast of NTA, Nigerian Television Authority. Okay,
that one?
Yeah, the very longest pole.
NTA?
Yes. NTA was the first television station we have in Abeokuta. The first in Nigeria was sited at Ibadan, your state. If you check on that net, you see two separated buildings right under the mast. That's Old Baptist Boys High School. Old Baptist was the school our former president attended, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. Former interim president of Nigeria, late Chief Abiola. Many dignitaries in Ogun State and Nigeria school there. Look at that brown building with a white stripe that looks like a church.
Yes.
That shows the first central mosque in Egba land.
That's a mosque?
Yes, ma'am.
It looks like a church.
Egba Central Mosque, Obiti. The mosque was rebuilt in 1925. If you check behind the mosque, to the left side, there are some coastal red roof houses. That's the family house of late Chief Abiola. Chief Abiola was born and brought up there, and the area is called Gagura. This is an Iroko tree, the famous Iroko tree, rooted in the middle of the rock and is flourishing. Ogun River from there. Ogun State is named after the river. That's why the state is called Ogun State. In between the greenish parts. Ogun River run across 4 states in southwest. It went through Lagos, Ondo, Oyo, and Osun. Ogun River run through Benin Republic and burst to Atlantic Ocean. If you follow the river, you get to the sea. Lastly, we have 8 different meanings and interpretations to Ogun. O-G-U-N. We have Ogun, god of iron. Ogun, war. Ogun, medicine or sham. Ogun, inheritance or property. Another Ogun, that's for figure 20. Ogun, long or longevity. Ogun is for sweat. Ogun is to climb, like we've been climbing Olumo Rock. Egba Anthem says, lórí òkè àti pẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀, ibẹ̀ la gbé bí mi sí o, ibẹ̀ la gbé tọ́ mi dàgbà o, ilẹ̀ òmìnira. Máyọ̀ o, máyọ̀, máyọ̀, máyọ̀ o, lórí Olúmọ. 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 Mayo means I'll forever rejoice and rejoice on top of Olumo Rock. That was a victorious song composed by Fela's grandfather, Josiah Rasamputi. Akin káàbọ̀ sí ìlú Abeokuta, Akin káàbọ̀ sórí Olumo. Thanks for coming, thanks for having a unique experience.
Wow. It's been an amazing experience back here in Olumo Rock. I mean, going through all of the history of Olumo Rock over again is truly a beauty. Now, this is not my very first time here, but this is my very first time of documenting the entire history and the beautiful view of this place. When I say to you guys that we Africans, Nigerians, Yoruba land, we are what? We are blessed with so much nature. This is what I mean. Check out the beautiful city of Abeokuta. And hey, coming here, listening to our tour guide giving us all of the histories that made this place what it is and how it was founded, and then the name Abeokuta built on this. This is a city that was backed from something horrible. People during the war, they looked for somewhere to take cover, and that place they took cover, which is here, became the beautiful Abeokuta. I also love everything about Abeokuta, coming from the food. Don't even get me started with the attires, the adire especially. Do you know that they have a beautiful adire market, huge, that people come here, people from different walks of life, and they export this material, adire, to different parts of the world. And of course, they make a lot of money. Now, let's not even talk about the business part. Let's talk about the beauty that you see in everyone who puts on the adire material. It just furthermore showcases the beauty of the Egba, Yoruba, and African culture. So yes, in another episode, we're going to take you guys through how this adire is being made, and then you will see the process and also see the finished product, which is the adire. We're going to take you through the market. You will see the different types of adire, because trust me, it's not just one type. We even have the very old designs and the new designs. All of that is coming to you guys on our Know Your Neighborhood series. But today, I am ending it here in Olumo Rock. Now, some of you might be curious, did I do the climb? Yes, I completed it. Even took through the other, you saw everything, right? If you have the opportunity to visit Abeokuta, please ensure that you visit the Olumo Rock, because you experiencing the entire Abeokuta city without visiting the Olumo Rock is not complete. So hey, make sure that your next visit to Abeokuta or Ogun State or Nigeria, let Olumo Rock be on your list. And trust me when I tell you, you will be glad that you did, especially if you are a lover of nature. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Let's spin around. Look at this. Look at this. Beautiful is all I got to say. Now, don't forget that the Olumo Green and Smart Estate is coming soon. So, ladies and gentlemen, anticipate. Now, this one is not within the city. It's along the Shagam Abeokuta Expressway, and it's a property facing the express, which you will have the opportunity to own a commercial plot. So, wait for more details on this channel. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been my pleasure bringing to you guys Olumo Rock. So tell me, where else in this beautiful ancient city, Abeokuta, would you want us to show you? Yes, you that are from Abeokuta, or you are from Ogun State. Maybe you live there, maybe you went to school here. Tell us, where exactly in Abeokuta do you want us to go next? What else do you want to see? Aside the Olumo Rock that we have brought to you on our Know Your Neighborhood series, and I promise you, we will go there and bring it to your what? To your screen. Thank you so much for watching. Hey, do not forget to like, to share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Know this, when you share these videos, when you subscribe, is the fuel that we need to keep what? To keep showing you neighborhoods around you. That's what? That will benefit you or take you back down memory lane, especially for our Nigerians in diaspora. And it's been my pleasure once again. So I'll see you guys on the next episode of Know Your Neighborhood series or on our next video. Until then, please ensure to remain safe and awesome just the way you are. Do not forget, my name remains Goodness Usman, the queen of landlord makers. And I say what? And I say to you, oh, double.